Hey everybody, thanks for stopping by my channel. My name is Danielle. So I'm just going to take you on a quick garden tour. So these first things here are my onions. If you guys know anything about onions, this is my first season growing onions. So these are long day onions though. I made a mistake and brought the wrong ones because I wanted Spanish onions, but I ended up buying long day onions. So we're here in South Alabama. So they have bulbed up if you notice that. So I've already harvested some, but I know I'm going to now grow short day onions. So anything that you can let me know about growing onions, great, I would appreciate that. And I'm in growing zone 8B, 9A, Southern Alabama. So also, next thing here, I'm growing some squash.
I guess that should be.
So these squash here are some seeds that I saved from last season. If you notice, evidently they crossbred with another plant. So this is supposed to be acorn squash. How about that? It looks like they crossbred with some squash, regular yellow crookneck squash possibly. But I'm looking forward to eating them because we're not going to get rid of them. So come get a close up in there so they can see what's going on. And then on this one on that side as well. Here is a, no, not poblano, Lesia pepper. This is the first time I'm growing this. So this one is doing pretty good. No fruit on that yet. This is a Black Beauty eggplant. Tomato plant. I don't know which one this is, but I didn't put a label on it. And I don't remember. We see when they start growing. These are some gold potatoes that I put in probably about a month ago, a little over a month ago. They have not started to flower yet, so probably another 2 months they'll be getting ready. This is a beta alpha cucumber. Not gotten any fruit on it yet, but I've got it growing up this trellis. Cattle panel. It's doing pretty good. It's doing pretty good. This here is this is one of my serrano peppers. So excuse the sweat, you guys. I sweat really, really bad. This is a serrano pepper. It's doing pretty good, and it's got its first flower that has opened there, so I'm pretty excited about that. Here is a cantaloupe that's doing very well. Not got any fruit on most of my trellising plants that I have, but everything is doing pretty good. I'm really excited about this. Look at this mamma jamma here. This is the first time I've grown this plant. This is a white scallop squash, or patty pan squash, as some people call it. But I'm really excited to get that. Here is another one. This is a Souillon long cucumber that I'm starting to grow. It's coming along very nicely. This one here is a mushroom basket tomato. And so that looks like it's doing pretty good. Again, here are some tomatoes that I'm growing. Not tomatoes, these are potatoes. Another one of some gold potatoes that I'm growing. So they are looking pretty good. Went in the same time as those other ones, a little over a month ago that I've been growing them. So here is another tomato plant that I'm growing. I got a lot of tomatoes here. Some of them I have not labeled because I had 2 of them growing at the same time and only made 1 label. So yep, sweatness. Growing 1 label, or had 1 label that I made. So here is another tomato plant, and I've got them interplanted or companion planted with some onions. I think they are called, oh, what's the name of them? Cipollini, maybe? I might not be right in saying that, but I think that's close to what they are, the onions that are growing in there. These right here, this is another cantaloupe that I'm growing, and I'm just training these things to go back on the trellis here so they're not coming out here this way. Because everything has a shade cloth that I bring down because it's hot. Here is another squash plant. This is another, ooh, what is this one? If I can see a little one that's growing. I don't remember. I don't have it labeled, but we'll see when the first one comes out. There are some that are just starting to grow on there. Here are some beans. Here are some beans. green beans. These are the Kentucky Wonder green beans that are trellising very nicely. I've already harvested some, so I'm going to come back out here in a little while later and harvest a little bit more of the green beans. But they are doing fantastic. I'm very, very proud about that. This is my first time growing green beans or pole beans, and they're doing very nicely. These are some more gold, or these might be, yeah, these are some more gold potatoes that I'm growing. So went in about the same time those other buckets there. Some more green beans that I'm growing here with a tomato plant that is in there with it. So the tomato plant, this one is a San Marzano. So let me see if I can find some fruit that is in here. The green beans are doing very nicely in there. I might have to harvest some more of those. But I thought I saw a tomato. Here it is, right here. See if you can get it in there so they can see it. It's right there. Yeah, see that? I don't know why I'm asking y'all. Can y'all see it like I'm on live? But it's right there. So it's coming from this angle, you can see it. It's very little still, but you can see it in there. We'll come around this way to the back. This is a trumpet flower that mainly my husband is growing, but I am assisting with taking care of it. Yes. Back here is we put some landscape fabric back here because I'm growing a candy roaster squash. So here is the first one. I don't know if it's going to make it, but it looks like it might. Let me find it here. Here it is. So this is the candy roaster squash that's growing there. I'm going to see if it makes it, because when that started growing, there were no other male flowers on this plant to pollinate that one. So we're going to see if it makes it, see if it grows, because it might have got cross-pollinated by something else, so that might come out with something different. Here are my blueberry plants that are doing very nicely. We have harvested a couple times already off of those plants. This is kind of the star of the show in this area here. I love this area. This is the petunias. They are perennials. They have come back, reseeded themselves, come back. And so this is my little zen area. I love it. So I've not grown this one before. Mushroom basket and black cherry tomato. And I have a Paul Robeson. Those are the varieties that, most of the varieties that I'm growing that I have not grown before. So I'm very excited to see how they come out. So one thing I know I have to do better on is giving my plants a little bit more water and more fertilizer. So, and that will make sure I have get a nice amount of fruit growing on the plant. So here is some dill. These two pepper plants are poblanos. And then I have the back one interplanted with some onions again, same cipollini, I think they're called. And here are some green onions that I've been growing for a while. Danielle's not getting rid of them because they are still producing, doing well, they taste good. We're out here on a regular basis picking them. Back here is another potato plant that we're growing. Some more, I think they're gold potatoes. Back here is another potato plant that has just finished flowering. So then when you see flowers on your potatoes, that means you got some potatoes growing on the bottom side of it in the dirt. Here is a ground cherry. I've not grown, this is my first year growing ground cherry, and this is the only seed that was able to stay alive. So this is my one and only plant that I have grown, ground cherry, and I tasted one and it was very good. Kind of between to me, it tasted like a tomato and some type of fruit, maybe a cherry-ish. But to me, that's what it tasted like. It was pretty good. I enjoyed that. So I'm looking forward to getting some more. Some should be ripening up pretty soon. This is another tomato plant. This is a super sweet 100 that I haven't grown before. So it's just starting to get some fruit on it right here. Very tiny, but it's just starting. In the back here, you can see this is a purple bell pepper plant in the back there, and it's got some bell peppers on it in the back. So I'll be harvesting those soon. This is a, let me come from this side. Let me show you. There you go. So that's a purple bell pepper. Right next to it is some Swiss chard that we've been eating off of very nicely. We've eaten it fresh in salads, and we have actually I saute it with some onions, garlic, peppers, stuff like that. So it's doing good, doing well. We're really, really enjoying it. Here is a volunteer tomato, a cherry tomato. I grew cherry tomatoes. I don't remember the variety, just bought it from the store. And so this is just a regular tomato, cherry tomato plant that volunteered. I saw it as I was cleaning out one of my buckets. I saw I had like 7 or 8 plants. So this is one of them. I gave a couple of other ones away. So hopefully, if you're watching this, hopefully you're one of the people I gave it to, and hopefully it's doing good. This right here is a acorn squash. This is how the acorn squash is supposed to look. So come around here and you can be able to see it right in there growing. So that is that. Can you see it? And that's looking really good. This one here is another overwintered plant. So that purple bell pepper and this one here, this is a regular bell pepper. This is a plant that I overwintered in our greenhouse. And so this one has given us several bell peppers already. So everything seems to be doing good on this plant. It's flowering up. No peppers to pick right now, but everything, because I picked everything. And so it's giving me another flush of peppers. So we'll soon be eating some more of that. This is a strawberry here in the back. The cutting, took some off that was the runners, and I put them in this pot, and they're doing good. I had got some damage from the bugs, so I had to spray it. So other than that, it's doing pretty good. Shishito peppers. This is another plant that I overwintered, which is doing really nicely. Really enjoying these. We come out and I have made pepper sauce from these. We eat them in our food all the time, sauteed, cooked down in soups and stews and all that kind of stuff. So if you haven't tried shishito peppers, they're not overly, well, to us, they're not a very overly hot pepper, spicy wise, but they're pretty good. They give you some heat in your food. Banana peppers are up. Let me do this one in here right next to it. This is another serrano pepper. So this one is flower one as well. They should be opening up soon to start giving us some fruit there. Again, interplanted with some cipollini onions. These two back here are banana pepper plants that were overwintered as well. So they have given us several banana peppers. Let me show you guys some. They have given us several banana peppers, and they are still growing very, very nicely. And behind the camera is my lovely husband. His name is Darren. So thank you to him for doing all this videography for us, for me. So that's the 2 banana pepper plants. Here, I didn't tell you guys on the other one, but here is some kale plants that we have. They were getting eaten up by the bugs, so I covered them up. The bag is way too big, but again, we're not worried about that because we're not on HGTV. So this is another potato plant that we're going to be growing. This is some more red potatoes. So I harvested some the other day. So they're doing pretty good. This one's about to flower. So let me show you the flowers on here. Ooh, get a bug. So that's some of the flowers that are getting ready to open up. And there's some more on this plant here. In the back there, you can't hardly see it, but that's another, got a couple of beets in there. They're really small, but that's another Swiss chard plant. Here in the back next to it, that's another red potato plant. And that is getting ready to flower as well. Straight down in front of that is one of my Paul Robeson tomatoes. Just getting ready to, the flowers are just starting to grow on here, so they're not open yet. But this one next to it is another Paul Robeson, and it's already got some fruit on it. You can come close. You can actually see one of the tomatoes growing there. And there's some more. Ooh, it's tilting it back. There's some more growing in there. So all the things are doing really, really nice. So let me take this because it's pulling it back. So again, I normally keep this covered up. And as we speak,
wait, sure.
You gotta always check your plants because there's one of those army worms. And they had covered up my potato plant. Y'all know I never used to be like this. Me and bugs did not get along, but nowadays I'd be like, no, plants come first, not you. Anyway, this bed is some beets. So I am getting more in touch with beets. I know many people might not like them. It's an acquired taste. Some people say it tastes like dirt. But if you cook them the right way, I have roasted them with some onions and garlic, salt and pepper. Tastes really good. I've done them in the pan with some onions along with the greens of some beets. Swiss chard, they taste really good that way as well. So if you've not tasted them yet, you can try those. So this one here is pretty big. I'm gonna go ahead and harvest this one so you guys can see this one. And this is probably the biggest one I have grown. Again, I've said that I need to get better with the actual fertilizing of it so I can get, because the plants, since they're in pots, they require more water, more fertilization, because that drains away. The soil doesn't hold on to it as long as something that's in the ground. So the health benefits of, I'm gonna let you go ahead and look up the health benefits of growing beets and eating beets, basically. Very, very healthy for you. That is something that it benefits you a lot. So go ahead and do your research on beets because they are very, very good. Next to them here again are just some more cipollini onions. And I know, I planted onions next to some beans. These are bean plants. So I have some red beans in here and also some black bean plants. I know it says, of course, I didn't do my research before I put these in here, but that's okay because they are growing nicely thus far. So come over here and I'll show you some of the beans that are growing. They're starting to form in here. So these are the red beans. This is another red bean plant here, and the rest of the plants that you see in here are actually black beans. So they are doing very well in this bed. But anyway, so that is everything in the main part of the garden. So I'm going to be harvesting some potatoes as well. I will show you a clip of what I harvest after, and then that is my actual husband's little part of the garden there. I would love you guys to see. If you can just stand over there real cool. We'll walk over there just to show you real quick what they look like, because I'm so proud of him. This is his 3rd year of growing sweet potatoes. And they have come out so nicely. So these are all sweet potatoes. Whole area here. Now he was growing just this bucket and a couple of buckets there. But this year he's added on another bucket and he's able to grow those sweet potatoes in there. So I think he deserves some credit, and put him on whatever y'all say, blast or whatever. He deserves some recognition for that because they are actually beautiful. So I thank you guys for joining me today, looking in the garden, seeing what's going on, and I hope you stop by and see what's going on again in the future. Take care.